Speaking of winter-like weather, what are we looking at in the mountains?
A lot of snow.
Yeah.
Quite a bit. Let's take you up to Mount Hood right now. There's still some snow left over from what we got over the weekend. A lot of it has melted away, but we've got a, would you call that a salt and pepper mountain? Kind of like, how, yeah.
I'll go with that.
Okay. I'm not sure I would.
Oh, wow.
Too much pepper, not enough
I'm
salt,
not sure
huh?
I would, but you could call it that. Outside right now, up at Timberline at 6,000 feet, it's 47 degrees. But boy, is it going to look different when the clouds clear, when they eventually do clear. Let's check out the snowfall forecast here. This is from one of our high-resolution models. Yeah, just keeps going, right? That's 2 feet between now and Sunday morning. That might be a bit ambitious. Mount Rainier, 5 feet plus, probably really ambitious. But we are going to see significant snowfall throughout the Cascades, less to the south, more to the north. So again, get ready. Here's Mount Hood for you right here from our camera on the Oregon Veterans Home. In the Dalles, kind of a cool looking sunset underway, 64 degrees, or at least it will be soon, 64 degrees in the Dalles. Now we got watches and warnings. High surf advisory on the Washington coast. This is until tomorrow morning for the swells that are coming on shore now. Beach hazard statement for the Oregon coast. Again, this isn't for tomorrow because of the chance of sneaker waves. So farther south, for Tillamook, Lincoln, and Lane counties, we've got a high wind warning now on the coast and a high surf advisory. The high surf advisory goes from now through Sunday evening as the central and southern coast really gets hammered with those big swells. The high wind warning is for Saturday, which is when I've been thinking we would get the strongest winds on the coast. Here are the swells right now. They're in the teens, but they're going to come up, be in the 20 to 25 foot range this weekend. So weather impact alert for Friday and Saturday. Atmospheric river tomorrow bring a lot of rain. It'll be breezy in the valleys. I don't think it will be exceptionally windy, but it will be breezy. It'll get your attention. Stronger winds Saturday. That'll be the windiest day and still lots of rain. So we just want to alert you to the fact that you're going to be impacted by this weather on Friday and Saturday. Then the heavy snow in the Cascades will really kick into gear Saturday night and Sunday, and that's when we're going to see the accumulations all the way down to 3,000 feet, which means if you are driving over the passes, Government Camp, Santiam Pass, Willamette Pass, those roads will be snowy. Make sure you've got your traction tires on or chains with you, or just avoid it if you can. Our high today was 65. Hard to think about snow when it's this mild, right? Even made the 70s in central Oregon. All right, here's our weather system already producing rain up on Vancouver Island. This will slowly sag inland overnight tonight. I don't think we get any rain before midnight, but we will certainly have a rainy morning commute tomorrow here in the valleys. Then the second system hasn't even developed yet, but it will, and that's what comes on shore on Saturday. So again, the weather impact alert, breezy tomorrow, but very windy Saturday, especially on the coast. We may get some gusts of 50, maybe 60 miles an hour on the central coast. Drive carefully, secure any loose objects, and it's a bit early to think about cleaning the leaves out of the gutters because most of the trees still have their leaves, of course, but if you have any storm drains around your house, make sure they're clear so that the water can drain properly, right? Okay, here comes the rain with the first system. Then here's that second one. See this little curl in the white lines? That's the second storm that develops, and develops quite well as it moves towards Vancouver Island. If it moves inland farther south, we'll get stronger winds. If it stays offshore, the winds will be gusty, but not terribly so. So I think we'll avoid damaging winds, but we'll be keeping an eye on this for you because if things change, then it could become a more severe situation. And then a third system comes on shore Sunday, but that's in southern Oregon. It'll keep the rain going in the valleys and snow in the mountains, but we'll avoid any wind concerns with that one. 64 degrees right now in Portland tonight. Just cloudy. Tomorrow will be rainy, will be breezy. Highs around 60, gusts of about 20 or 25, so not too bad. Saturday, though, rainy and windy. Gusts in the valleys probably up around 30 to 35 miles an hour. And then showers on Sunday. Monday, we're going to go for a dry day. Sneak one in there.
Oh,
maybe get
just one, right?
Yes.
Just one.
Appreciate it.
Maybe get a glimpse of the mountain on Monday.
Ooh, crossing our fingers. Thanks, Matt.